Okay, so we essentially did a 3-rod rail all the way around as a base. And so now we're going to switch up. I'm actually going to go ahead and trim this. So it's part and parcel to our our weaving pattern. And at the base, I'm going to point out, and I don't like to do this, but I'm going to point out that we're kind of losing a little bit here because it wants to stick out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to manipulate it a bit, give it some bend, give it some looseness here. I think it'll stay, I think it'll keep. It's just that we have to be mindful. It's not going to come out, it's just kind of giving us a little bit of flack. At any rate, this is just a decorative pattern at the start, and even on the inside, we can kind of snip it on the inside. Come through here, and I'm going to snip this, and then we snip that, and then yeah. So that's kind of our base. Is doing a 3-rod rail around. Now we're going to switch into just straight up twining, and as twining is basically what we did to do the bottom. So all we need to do is I cut off one of the three. I cut off one of the three, and we're going to insert some extensions, and we're going to go short end to short end. Okay, and I've got some long pieces here, so I'm basically going to put short end to short end in here, and okay, yeah, just go ahead and stick that in like so, and we get another one. Don't need to stick that, and then we can insert this one around that one. Just kind of thread it in like so. Okay. And all we're going to do is we're just going to twist. So this one, oops daisy, that won't work that way, or that way. So this was expecting a twist around this way. So we can now take our weaver, our new weaver, and start to pull it in. And this one start to look kind of funky. So, okay, and all we're going to do is we're just going to start twining with 2. And twining is basically going in and out of each standing weaver or spoke all the way around, just like so, and then tacking it down, and each one like that, and then each one like that. Okay, and you kind of tack it down. And again, to pack the weavers down, you can take a tool or something, and you can kind of tap them down so that they sit and they stay strong. All right. So what we're going to do is we're just going to basically twist these around each spoke as we go around, and we're going to continue to build, and we're going to continue to build and splice with each weaver, like so. Okay, another one like that, and then another one. And you can take a tool or something and tack stuff down, especially as you get to the thicker pieces, thicker parts of your project. And then continue to weave on. So it gets kind of easy once you get to 2. Okay? Versus the 3-rod rail. So it's time to splice in another piece. So we need another piece. Again, I'm going to insert my thin piece in. Just gonna put it around there, and then work it in. So it's like so it starts to give strength and structure to our our forming basket. So it's time to insert another piece here. I'm putting in the thin piece in first, and I'm going to follow this around to anchor it in, and we'll clip off the edges soon, but for now we just want to kind of anchor stuff in, and then we're going to continue our weaving like that. That. Just like so. Start tacking stuff down. Okay, so this is what we've built up so far. Right now, I'm splicing stuff in, and I'm going to build it up probably to about here, and then we're going to start to close it out. I can build it up as far as I want, and here's the thing: you can start to shape your basket. So these weavers, these spokes that are going this way, will determine the shape of your end product. And again, they can bulge out and come in, or they can splay out at the beginning and then come in, or they can be really tight in, and then you can do all kinds of stuff. But right now I just want this kind of be more or less straight up and down, and I'm going to control that by taking out, like I said, I'm going to just take this off, and it's going to be a little bit easier to kind of pull the weavers through now that I let these free, and now that these spokes are now kind of straight up and down. Okay, and we're going to need these spokes at the end when we close it out. So again, what I'm doing right now is I'm going to add another weaver in, and putting this through here. And these are long weavers, so I'm just going to put this through here like that. Put that there, like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to snip this off. Like that. And then that's going that way. And then it's just really, at this point, it's just kind of easy to kind of twine these through like so. Hopefully you can see that, right? My hands are not in the way. So all I'm really doing is kind of pulling this through and then driving that down. And then this one here, I'm pulling this up and I'm going around and pulling this down. And then every now and again I'll take my this tool, and kind of pack stuff down between the weavers to make them tight. Alright, so I'm just going to continue this process around. Oops, I messed up. That's not right. I went around the same one. I need to go around this one actually. There we go. So you have this twining sort of motion. That's the idea. That's the concept. And I try to show things, and I try to think in conceptually, so that I know how to do this. This will work if you're using fabric. It'll work if you're using newspaper. It'll work if you're using plastic bags. It'll work with anything that'll twine, and you have a strong or steady base or spokes. Right now the material is some young willow harvested last year that was dried out over the course of a year and then reconstituted over the course of a few days. So now they're flexible again. They're going to go back hard soon, but it'll make for a very sturdy, light, heavy, sturdy, and strong basket. So all I'm doing is just twining these in and out. Okay, so I'm going to build this up a few more inches, and then we're going to close it out, meaning we're going to have to add a handle, and then we're going to have to finish off the top of this so it doesn't look so rustic. Okay, again, tap this down like so, and then the edges here, you can go ahead and take your snips, just kind of snip them off like so.